Hello. So today is day 4, and this is addressing your sabotages. This is so much fun. All right. So all we're going to do today is, now that we have been establishing a whole bunch of self-love and self-care, movement rituals into your day-to-day life, and we're really like getting you out of your head and getting you more into your body and recognizing your feminine body and recognizing more of that goddess within you. Now we can turn our attention because we're feeling more powerful. We're feeling more centered. We're feeling more, like ourselves. And there's like probably some gunk that's stirring around. We're maybe feeling uncomfortable and just like all sorts of stuff right now, which is amazing because now we get to look at our saboteurs. Now we get to look at, okay, let's become hyper aware of what are the things that are coming up for us and stopping us. So what I want you to do is take the quiz that is in the email and identify what your top 3 saboteurs are. And then I want you to go into the group and I want you to list out what those top 3 saboteurs are. And then we will have a discussion about what you can do to help mitigate that particular saboteur. So self-sabotage is the majority of it is really awareness, being aware of what it is that's knocking you out. Okay. So the procrastination, the victim mentality, the restlessness, the controller, like there's 9 of them. And if we look at your human design as well, you'll see that they're connected to the open centers, which we address more deeper in the Feminine Rising program. And when you start to it's awareness, right? It's like, okay, maybe you haven't been sticking to your meditations. Maybe you haven't been sticking to the movement. Maybe you didn't do the self-love exercise yesterday. And it is because these saboteurs are here and they're stopping you. So what we want to do is now take a look and say, without judgment, what is it that's stopping me? And when you do the quiz and you see what your top 3 are and you go through the list of the qualities of that saboteur, ask yourself, where is this true? Where is this showing up? Like what part of this saboteur is showing up and where? And then write it down, journal on it, share it in the group. And this is what this is doing, is bringing a very heightened awareness to it, so that when it comes up, so let's say you're about to do your meditation and you're just not doing it. You're doing everything but that, right? Everything but that. It's because you're in avoidance. What? So now, instead of judging yourself like, oh, I'm not doing my meditation, now you're like, oh, it's my avoider. Okay, what am I avoiding? It's just my avoider, right? So what am I avoiding? I'm probably avoiding the restlessness, the feeling that this isn't working, the impatience of it not working fast enough, the, whatever it is, the thoughts that are coming up. I don't want to address the stuff, which is your shadow, which we'll talk about tomorrow. There's something coming up there underneath the avoider. And that right there is the gold. That right there, if we go back to that intuitive day that we were talking about, that is where the gold is. That is where you're going to be able to finally, truly let go of these patterns that keep you stuck. Okay. So this is all I want to say today for this particular day. Let's have some fun with this. Remember, this is like fun and joy and love and sensuality and all of that stuff involved in this as well. So don't forget that. Don't forget to add that love, because your judge is going to come out and judge the F out of this and judge the F out of you. And that's not what we're here for. You already do that a lot. So let's not invite them to the party. Or we can invite them to the party, but they need to sit in the corner and shut the F up, right? So that you can explore and be that goddess warrior and say, okay, I am, not going to let these things take over me for the next 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to recognize that this is what's coming up for me. And I'm just going to look at it and say, okay, I see that you're there. And what is underneath that? Why are you showing up for me? So let's talk about that tomorrow. So make sure that you post in the group, and I'll see you then.